Just like that. Keep it going. Now we're rolling. One more. Get your mind right. Great game.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. The first Commissioner's Cup was back in 2021. The Seattle Storm won the inaugural version.
Hey, Brianna Stewart, the first MVP of the Commissioner's Cup championship game. The WNBA introducing the second competition to give the regular season a little extra spice.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. You've got to go right back to that shot. It's not just the size of Boston, it's also her touch around the rim.
Now here is Queen. She's covered by Mitchell. Queen, shot is good.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Outside Howard. Boston up top. Pass to Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Queen. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And winning that Game 5 of the finals at home in 2024, what a moment for Sabrina Ionescu.
The scoring wasn't there for Sabrina, but she helped the Liberty find a way, dropping 8 assists in the deciding Game 5, helping lead New York to their first ever WNBA title.
Mitchell outside. Another miss by Kelsey Mitchell. Jones. She's guarded by Boston. Pass to Queen. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Clock at 4. Here's Ionescu. Again, the Liberty, good for 2.
Not ignoring the middle part of the court. The more of these that Ionescu hits, the more space she'll get to operate.
With some arc. Back to Mitchell. Looking to end the run. Another miss by Kelsey Mitchell. Stewart, guarded by Howard. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. It's hauled in by Boston. Indiana trailing. Mitchell outside. Pass to Clark. And she gets the bucket.
Such a tough force to contend with. Boston puts pressure on the defense every single time.
And it's New York's ball. Now Queen. The 3. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passer.
Pass to Clark from the arc. And Jones pulls it down. And the Liberty with possession here.
And a return to the playoffs for the Fever in 2024. It was a huge step forward for the team.
For sure, snapping a 7-year hiatus. And what's incredible is before that, the Fever went to 12 straight postseasons from 2005 to 2016. So this is an organization that is used to winning.
The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. And Jones pulls it down.
Something has gone wrong with her this quarter. She's going to have to get it together.
Sinks the triple.
Huge advantage for them already.
Total control, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even bigger.
Absolutely.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
To halt the run. Indiana again missing.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Pass to Stewart. Now here is Queen. She's covered by Clark. 5 on the clock. Queen with the screen. Lainey Hamilton can't hit. And here's Clark. Pass to Mitchell. There's the triple. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Liberty out in front, up by 10. And we'll see if we're in... Both teams making some changes here.
And for Sabrina Ionescu, the top pick of the 2020 draft, she had a bit of an inconsistent start to her career.
Spraining her ankle her rookie year and just playing 3 games. In her second season, she shot 38%. But you got to give Sabrina credit. The Walnut Creek Wonder worked herself into the star we know today.
A nice shot by Cloud.
Showing that competitive fire. Natasha Cloud takes pride in coming back with a 3 of her own.
Pass to Powers. Launches a three. Rebound, New York. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Queen. And again, it's New York with a three.
Boy, Brian, that's 5 straight made three-pointers. The defense giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just aren't figuring it out.
You go out there and tell them, Brian.
Okay, maybe I will.
For three. And again, it's New York with a three.
Great outside shooting is really fueling this run.
And the D is just getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down.
Pass to McDonald. Back to Powers. To end the run. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Timeout called the Fever. This contest is part of the Commissioner's Cup. The first 10 games against teams in your conference, 1 home and 1 away, count towards the Cup standings.
And the teams with the best records in each conference, the East and the West, they're going to face off in the midseason for a one-off final. Lots of prize money will be on the line, so I'm really looking forward to that.
One of the bright stars in the NBA, Tyrese Halliburton, watching the Fever here.
Well, of course, this is the Hoosier State, so it is all basketball all the time. Hallie, a big fan of the WNBA. Great to see Tyrese supporting the Fever.
Here's Boston. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Still trailing, yes, but their offense is no longer on life support here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they're making some shots now, looking to make up some ground. That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
Pass to Mitchell. Cans it from downtown.
Well, a consistent three-point shooter like Mitchell always has an answer. She goes right to the line and strikes back.
Looking around the league, is it safe to say that the Liberty have the best big three?
Well, to me, no doubt. You have former MVPs in Breanna Stewart and Jonquel Jones, and then you got an all-WNBA point guard in Sabrina Ionescu. And beyond the collection of talent, these three are a great fit.
Outside Cunningham. Boston up top. The high post shot. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
Pass to Stewart. Queen. Good, and Breanna Stewart gets the assist.
We've seen them do a good job of keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's why they're starting to pull away. Foot on the gas pedal, not getting conservative at all, just adding to that lead.
Yeah, put this game out of doubt. Yeah, I mean, this has been a comedy of errors, and you can add another one to the list.
Pass to Ionescu. And here's Queen. From downtown, through the net again. She's done that 10 times tonight, and she's only needed 11 shots to get there. Clark outside. Mitchell outside Powers. Back to Mitchell. Clark outside. And again, unable to change momentum here. And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Queen shot is good.
triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Now Clark. Mitchell outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Liberty out in front, delivering the blowout. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. Queen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, she created a lot of good shots for herself in the first couple of quarters. And she knows when to pass up on the tough ones. Good shot selection.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for her. And that's a stat that really tells you how efficient a player has been.
And Aerial Powers with the triple.
With the level of shooter that Powers is, letting her catch and fire, it's not a recipe for success for the defense.
Well, it's hard to stay healthy, and Aaliyah Boston's done a great job of being available.
Well, she didn't miss a game during her first 2 years in the league, which is pretty incredible, playing more than 30 minutes per contest. But Boston doesn't just show up. She plays hard.
Clark left side. Boston outside. Pass to Clark from deep. Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Howard with the rebound. The Fever really having a tough go here. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Ionescu. A shot by Mitchell, no good.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open. Oh, I think she owes the three-pointer dinner because it's been her best friend today, no question.
Well, it has been today anyway. I mean, look, most of her points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Caitlin Clark with the 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond the arc in the second half.
And that's just what the doctor ordered, and they're really using that prescription to their advantage. You know, those three-point bombs will really erase this deficit quickly if they keep it up.
And we weren't math majors, but 3 is more than 2, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's nice to see she's found her rhythm here in the third quarter, and you can see her confidence. Everything she's putting up from long range, it seems to be going down.
Back to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Rebound New York.
She's killing them with her poor shooting.
To the inside. Stewart. And she uses the glass on the layup.
A true threat inside and outside. Stewart's height and touch, they allow her to be effective down low.
Timeout called the Fever. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we're well into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
In the offseason, the Fever were aggressive in pursuing veterans.
Well, the Fever, they like their core, and they want to win now. They signed a bunch of veterans, including Sophie Cunningham, and this is a team that wants to win now. They're sick of losing in Indiana.
It's stolen by Jonquel Jones. Pass to Queen. Picked by Jones. Back to Misaman. Queen. Now Ionescu. Misaman outside. Three-pointer Brianna Stewart. Mitchell grabs the board. Down low. It's stolen by Stewart. Ionescu. She's covered by Mitchell. There's the three. And Sabrina Ionescu, good for three.
Can't give Ionescu any airspace from downtown. If you do, she'll torch you from there.
Boston outside. Back to Clark. They need this. The shot, no good.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Three-pointer, Brianna Stewart. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. Now here's Clark. She's got 8. The three from Kelsey Mitchell.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head-scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
Jonquel Jones from long range. That one doesn't drop. And they're struggling to keep up.
We'll see if they can turn things around on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Kelsey Mitchell into the lane. And she banks in the layup.
What fire from Mitchell on the drive. Puts her head down and just charges at the hoop.
Misaman right side. Pass to Queen. Stewart with the screen. Queen, shot is good.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
From deep. That one's good. Clark. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. It's the Liberty just dominating this one. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. Today's game counts double. It's not just a regular season game.
This one is part of the Commissioner's Cup as well, so a victory would be twice as nice.
And that one's good, Burt.
They just continue to splash those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. You can't keep giving up that many points behind the arc.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3.
They've gotten a lot of extra possessions because of their rebounding edge.
It's been a lot, and I think it's made the difference in this game because they've done great work on the boards.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10-rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around.
Here's Powers. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Cloud. Now here is Queen. Back to Cloud. Let's go with a 3. That shot off.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open, and maybe that's why she missed.
Turner with the bucket.
Beautiful dish down low.
And just about over 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Queen. And one thing we can all agree on, it's great to see the WNBA continue to expand.
Yeah, the Bay Area finally got a team, and they followed that up quickly by announcing teams in Toronto and Portland.
And remember, too, 3 more teams are coming after those 2 in Toronto and Portland. And beyond those 3 teams that they're going to add, the league got so many bids from pretty much everywhere in this country and in Canada as well. Certain players are finishers like a Sophie Cunningham. You set them up, they'll knock them down.
To the wing, right side. Burks. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Mitchell, Queen covering. Pass to McDonald. Here's the 3. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Streaky from deep. Once McDonald hits one, more can follow. Watch out.
And the shot goes in.
Her ball distribution has been outstanding.
Yeah, Tim, all you have to do is look at the numbers. Those assists do not lie.
And they keep piling up.
Mitchell outside. Powers. From past the arc. And Emma Misamon pulls it down. Pass to Cloud. Queen. She's covered by Mitchell. The 19-foot shot. A nice shot by Cloud.
It's good to see Cloud knocking down the mid-range jumper and taking what comes to her.
And here's Indiana. Mitchell outside. Now Powers. This one for 3. Rebounded by Misamon. Now here is Queen. Guarded by McDonald. Good on the bucket.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Pass to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. New York with the rebound.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Now here is Queen. D right on her. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Back to McDonald. Pass to Cunningham. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Turner. The basket good off the assist from Sophie Cunningham.
Backed by her solid footwork, Turner knows a thing or two about scoring inside.
Cloud outside. Takes the 3. Offensive board. Count it.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Outside McDonald. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them and in enemy territory, no less.
It was enemy territory, but with the way that they controlled the game, they took the crowd completely out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up.
Oof, not sure which was hotter, the temperature outside today or your shooting. You beat the old mark of 9 threes, which earned you a spot in the record books. Have you cooled off yet?
I'm not sure. Let's get back up.
Kelsey Mitchell, Jewel Lloyd, and Kelsey.
Hey, Ben.
Hey. So, getting in.
It feels good.
All right. If you
Round 1, Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The New York Knicks enter a new domain where the regular season fades away and the immediate challenge comes into focus as they try to take the upper hand against the Detroit Pistons. Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
It's time to kick off the postseason. Round 1, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs. And you can just feel the energy here tonight. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Ivy and Thompson are the 2 and the 3. Harris and Duren together in the middle. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. And for the Knicks, Brunson and Clarkson are the guard set. Bridges, the small forward, with Cat playing the 4. And it's Robinson in at the 5, down low. You take a look at New York. They come in with home court advantage, but I don't think many people expect them to skate right through.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if this series isn't hard fought. Right away, they're going to have to get into the take no prisoners mindset that you need in the playoffs.
Now here's Brunson. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
How about Brunson showing his burst to the rim? Speed and vertical on display.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Pass to Ivy. Back to Harris. Our clock at 5. Thompson, a screen on Towns. Here's Harris. The rebound by Bridges.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows. Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now here's Cunningham. Detroit moving the ball around. Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. First quarter, just over a minute played. And they double up Harris. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And New York has possession. Over to the wing. Outside Brunson. Driving in. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Now you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. 6-point game. Ivy outside. Pass to Harris. Duren with a screen on Towns. Just 4 to shoot. Harris passes to Ivy. No good on the triple. The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor.
And lightning quick there. I mean, Jalen Brunson out on the break. A thing to watch.
Harris outside. And they double up Harris. And here's Ivy. On the wing, Thompson. Duren with a screen on Bridges. Pass to Duren. Kicks it out to Cunningham. To win the drought. Brunson with the block. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. New York making a switch here. And Anunoby's checked in. For New York, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Here's Brunson. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And there's Cunningham on the assist by Ivy.
Yep, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Knicks head coach had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. And the Knicks, another three.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Brunson with a double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Duren. Back to Ivy. Inside. Here's Cunningham. Brunson with the block. And now the Knicks on the break. 4-3. Oh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. Detroit also making some changes. Robinson comes in for Thompson, and LeVert subbed in for Ivy. Brunson against Robinson. With the fadeaway. And it's New York with another.
Oh, flawless start for him here in the first quarter.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Brunson, here we go. Oh, can't get the reverse flush. Pass to Duren. Here's Cunningham. A shot to stop the run. No good on the layup. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York. He was dominant this quarter. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys. And some changes here for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Hart. Clarkson comes in for Shamet. And Brunson is subbed in for McBride. And the Pistons will go for a different look here. Tobias Harris checked in for Holland. Thompson comes in for Robinson. Ivy's checked in for LeVert. And Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. Bridges at the small forward with Anunoby at the 4. Brunson and Clarkson are the guard set. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's the pick. Doubled by Towns. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Ivy passes to Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. Cunningham. And rejected.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Josh Hart's checked in for New York. And a switch here also for Detroit. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart.
Oh! Wow!
And, man, you got to appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high-percentage shots.
Pass to Duren. Back to Cunningham. That's tipped. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now. Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham. So for the Knicks, Robinson, he's checked in for Hart. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Anunoby. Here's Brunson outside. Hits a three-pointer. Brunson's got 34.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Here's Duren. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Here's Brunson. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harris is doubled. Clock at 6. Ivy outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt. He's all alone. And so it's New York. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. Their efficiency. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Detroit Pistons.
Their perimeter D has been soft like bathroom tissue. No excuses. Can't give up that many open shots and get away with it.
Their D being treated like bathroom tissue. No mercy. And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series, well, guys, safe to say they're in cruise control right now.
At this point, Ernie, all they got to do is keep the car on the road, man. Just don't go off to the left or right. Just keep on keeping on.
Don't let up. Keep your foot on the gas. Take this thing across the finish line.
Sure, I'm glad you were able to drive home. Those points. It's so good. Yeah,
see what you did with that one, Ernie.
It's unbelievable. It's a gift.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Here's Cunningham. Setting the floor for Detroit. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. And it's Thompson in at the 3. Duren, the pass to Cunningham. Brunson with the block. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for New York. And Brunson, here we go.
Are you kidding me?
Clear the deck.
Wow.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Ivy outside. Bridges against Thompson. Harris outside. Harris is doubled. Stolen by Bridges. Here we go, 1-on-1. Brunson looks it over with the drive. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Pass to Ivy. Now here's Thompson. Back to Ivy. Blocked.
Tenacious defender. Bridges covers so well.
Brunson with it. Picked up by Cunningham. And again, it's Jalen Brunson. Brunson's got 44.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Out to the right wing. Takes the 3 and got it. Another basket.
And what a night he's had. That score now ties him for the single-game playoff high for his team.
He's been nothing short of amazing tonight. A legendary playoff performance for him. Cunningham passes to Duren. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. New York with the ball. 9 points in a row. A good run going. And yes, another basket.
He's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Brunson. Fast break. Here comes New York. Three-pointer. Good. He hits again.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. Detroit moving the ball around. Thompson draws the double.
What a response from these terrific fans. So in tune with the game and what he's accomplished.
The franchise record for points in a playoff game. He's going off when it matters most. And here comes the break. Here's Brunson outside. And again for three.
I mean, he is scorching hot right now. He could be on his way to setting a franchise postseason record with his shooting.
He's caught fire at the right time for this team. Stepped up big in the postseason for him. Pulls up for three. Hits yet again. Wow!
He is scorching hot.
Well, I know this. He now ranks third all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going? We'll see.
Harris's shot is good.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all three levels.
There's the triple. And another one.
And he's tied second all-time in scoring for a playoff game.
Yes, just a miraculous offensive nabbing another steal.
And for this franchise, he's tied the record for most steals in a playoff game.
And it's good! He hits another one!
And he's now tied the all-time mark for points in a playoff game.
Boy, he's been cooking since the opening tip, and they've been powerless to slow him down.
And the great Michael Jordan may stand alone, but not in this category. He's now got some company.
Ivy's shot is off.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Brunson. Yet another bucket.
And with that bucket, if you can believe it, he sets a new all-time record for points in a playoff game.
Boy, the way he came out tonight, you could feel his level of focus. He put his team on his back and has delivered an incredible offensive show.
Yeah, and it was way back in '86 that Jordan set the record of 63 points. And when you surpass the greatest of all time, you've done something special.
Here's Cunningham. Knocked loose. He swipes the ball away again.
Again and again, he finds ways to seize possessions.
And he's now tied. Good! Another from three.
The three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Yes, and now tied for the third most three-point field goals in a single game in playoff history.
Yeah, 10 triples equals Dame Lillard.
It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York. Talk about three-point shooting. He piled up 18 points from range that quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. And so it's New York with it. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in game one.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much, guys. Jordan, congratulations. What was the game plan that allowed this team to get the win?
We just tried to keep it on the defensive end. We knew we were going to make shots in the second half. and just kept playing. Kept getting stops. We started getting stuff in transition and made the game easy for us.
You got it. Thanks, Jordan.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
Right side Barrett. 1:52 left to play in the first. And with another season just getting underway, Tim, what kind of things are you looking for as you watch here courtside early on here in the season?
You want to see which players have made the progression in the offseason, added things to their games, particularly those young players that you know have a lot of potential. Have they added shooting range? Have they added things to their handle and give them a little bit more escapability?
So on the floor for Houston, they've got Curry, Bird out there with LeBron James. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Jordan.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up. Grant, this season seems to be off to a strong start. Here we go. Teams are coming together pretty quickly.
You know, B.A., what other choice is there? The competition is fierce in this league, so it's sink or swim right away the moment the season starts.
So the Houston starting five. They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Bird. In at the small forward position. Here's Tatum. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Garnett. Pass to Bird. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. The open shot, White. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Garnett, that's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Simons finds White. Simons against Curry. Pass to Garza. 5 on the clock. And no good. The dry spell continues. From deep, Jordan. And Houston, another three.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. You know, for a team that's had deep playoff runs almost every year recently, the Celtics fell short last season, RJ.
Well, injuries and other factors played into that. But there's so much parity in the NBA right now. There is no team invincible come playoff time.
Pass to Bird. Shoots from 12. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Curry gets the bucket.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Outside Tatum. Fires the three. No good there.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Garnett. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Garnett's got 7 points.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Here's Garza. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The Rockets lead by 18. Here's Bird. He's got 5. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy, coming off that win against the Sixers.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focus.
Eason's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Simons. Curry with it, now guarded by Brown. Curry against Pritchard. And Curry throws it down.
Come on now, if you want to talk about a crazy vertical, that was that. I mean, it was ridiculous. And then add in the extended hang time. Ooh, oh my.
And we've got 1:18 left in the first.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Spins. Baseline try. It's rebounded by Houston. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Nails it from 3. Jordan's got 6 points.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Outside Pritchard. Pass to Garza. Now here's Eason. To get back on track. Again, the miss by Boston. And it's Houston's ball. From deep, Jordan on target from range. He's got 9.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. It's Houston running away with this one, and we'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Rockets.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Sam Hauser out there with Tari Eason. And it's Queta in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Pass to White. Now Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 to shoot. Here's Eason. 3-pointer, no good. Houston has gone 6 of 6 from downtown thus far. For 3, James, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
SGA against Pritchard. Here's Hauser. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Houston has gone a perfect 7 for 7 from deep in this one. And the Rockets have had success adding veteran leadership to their young roster, RJ.
And that's a great lesson in roster building. It's always beneficial to have adults in the room, experienced guys who can set positive examples for younger players.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by SGA. By himself. And SGA throws it down hard.
And that's creativity. Gilgeous-Alexander continues to amaze.
White against Bryant. Hauser outside to stop the run. Boston, no good that time either.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Brian, back to you.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. Lets the 3 fly, and Houston another 3.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
White against Bryant. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And pushing it up the floor, the Rockets. Houston again in transition. Oh, a rim wrecker by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
White with it, now guarded by Bryant. Pass to Eason. Outside White. Let's go with a three. Again, the miss by Boston.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James against Pritchard. Fades and shoots. And another basket for Houston.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
White looking it over. Pass to Hauser to stop the drought. The shot, no good. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Rockets on top, just dominating this one. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Checking out the Celtics. They've stumbled a bit, no doubt about it. But no need to panic yet. They're figuring out what's working and building from there.
Disappointing stretch for them, but still plenty of time to right the ship. Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Celtics.
I hate the
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. If you had to say, Richard, what's the most critical component for a team to play effective defense?
I would say being bought in. If players are bought in, you could overcome individual deficiencies.
Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Bird in at the 3.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Outside, Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. From the arc. Rockets with a rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Bird, and he goes in for the dunk.
You need to bring a lot of help to stop him.
Man, with his elevation, he might just rise above it anyway. Here's Garza, the kick out to White. Tries to save it. Garnett passes to Bird. And there's the drive, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Pass to Brown. And here's Simons. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to White. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Olajuwon's got 5 rebounds in the game. The floor is spaced for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But you live by the 3, die by the 3. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
Here's Garza, and it's rejected. And he's able to get it back. Tatum from long range. Boston again missing.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Here's Jordan. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Jordan's got 11 points.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Garza. No points so far. White, the pass to Tatum. They need this. And it's Bird with a rebound. Bird's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Olajuwon. Tries it from 16, and another basket for Houston.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Boston, no good that time either.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
And here's Curry for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 10.
That's not even a deep 3 for Curry. That's just pretty much his range at this point in his career.
To the paint. Curry with the block. Here's Brown. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Curry against Simons. Takes a 3. Curry, that's good. Curry's got 6 here in the quarter.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Tatum passes to Garza. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Curry. 3-pointer. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And he's going for the oop here. Jordan misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. The Rockets on top, running away with it. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Filling out the wings, it's going to be Simons and Brown. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Queta in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Now here's Brown. Defended by Pippen. To the middle. Back comes Houston in transition. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pure from 3-point range. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
Fires in the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
To the inside. Here's Eason. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket. Well, Richard, you would know something about this. Is the wing position the most important in the NBA right now?
I would say once we got to the point forward position of the Scottie Pippens, of the Penny Hardaways, it became the most important position in the NBA, and it still stands true.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Simons deciding where to go with it. Eason finds Brown. It's tipped. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Shots good by James.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. And it's Houston's ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And here's Bryant outside. And Houston, another three.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Stolen by Bryant. Fires the three. Knocks down the triple.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And here's Brown for three. Again, the miss by Boston. The Rockets have gotten all 6 shots to fall in the fourth quarter. For three, James knocks it down from distance.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Boston again missing. The Rockets have gotten all 7 of their shots to go. Impressive here in the fourth. Here's Bryant. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right.
There's Simons with a three. James with the rebound. Pass to Bryant. A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter. He buries it from three.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Rockets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
The kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
Eason can't get it to go. Eason's gone 2 of 7, struggling a bit. James outside. And Houston another three.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Now here's Pippen.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And he drives.
Oh, my goodness.
How
wow.
about that?
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Pritchard from outside. The rebound by Nowitzki. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of